Hi, I'm Erin Larkin and this is 5 in 5 under 30. 5 wines, 5 minutes, under 30 bucks. It's really easy to buy great wine if you're spending a lot of money because expensive wine is delicious. But if you don't have a lot of money or you don't want to spend a lot of money, it can be more challenging to drink things that tick both the epic and the value boxes. So I spent an hour and a half yesterday in the bottle shop for you finding wines that ticked both boxes for me. So, starting with wine number 1. This is a 2019 Castle Rock Porongurup Riesling. I love this wine every year for 3 reasons. 1, and don't tell Rob, but it's the winemaker, but it's deeply underpriced. This is like $25, depending on where you get it, sometimes cheaper. And it's unbelievable value for money. I mean, it's ridiculous. 2, Rob Deletty made it. So Rob Deletty is like the Riesling whisperer of the Great Southern. Everything he makes is delicious. His specialty is Porongurup Riesling. His winery and his vineyard is in the Porongurup, but he makes a number of wines down there. This is absolutely no exception. And Porongurup Riesling is the 3rd reason. I love Porongurup Riesling. The nose is always typified by kind of white florals, jasmine, citrus blossom, all of that. On the palate, it's got this lovely chalky minerality and the acidity is epic. These wines will age if you want them to, but they will drink extremely well now. And it's certainly the wine that I reach for when I'm trying to work out what it is that I want to drink, which means that it gets consumed quite a bit. Beautiful. I love it. Wine number 2 is the Brian's 3 Pinots from Tasmania. So this is made by 3 legends: Mike Benny, epic wine writer; Pete Dredge, amazing winemaker. I just had the Dr. Edge Chardonnays the other night. They're incredible. And Joe Holyman, another incredible, amazing winemaker from Tasmania. They're mates. They came together in 2012 and started Brian. Brian, I'm smiling because Brian was my granddad's name and I was in a lot of pressure to name my firstborn Brian and I didn't yield, but maybe I should have. This is so delicious. So this is 3 Pinots: Pinot Noir, Pinot Gris and Pinot Meunier. They make their red wines like their whites and their white wines like their reds. They engage in nude pigeage for this wine, which is they jump into the tanks nude together and do little, I don't know, whatever they do to get the juice and the skins interacting to bring about this really beautiful texture. On a side note, I am a drinker just like you, and so this bottle, it being a half bottle, kind of evaporated. They only bottled in 375 ml, so don't go looking for a full bottle, you won't find it. About 20 bucks a bottle. Wine number 3, 2018 Prunotto Dolcetto d'Alba. This is from Alba, which is in the north of Italy, Piedmont. Dolcetto is a variety that is amazing for drinkers that love Pinot, love Gamay, and would like to take a sideways step. So you don't want to drink a wine that's any bigger in body than that, but you want something with the same delivery of deliciousness. This is it. This is great every year. I spent $24.95 on this bottle and it's $24.95 well spent. They also do a delicious Barbera, slightly higher tannins, slightly higher acidity and slightly bigger body, but still the same pleasure. The 4th glass is the 2019 Frankland Estate from Frankland River Cabernet Franc. So Cabernet Franc, the grape variety, finds its spiritual home in the Loire Valley in Chinon, and I've had a lot of fun with Chinon over the last couple of years. I love it as a style, and this is very much made in that style. This is juicy, bright, bouncy, delicious. In terms of tannins and acidity, it's not too dissimilar to Cabernet. The tannins are slightly dialed back, so it's a little bit less of a slightly less impact on the palate, but it's a beautiful, delicious wine. And where this is all pomegranate and raspberry, this is kind of cassis and blackcurrant with like a swoosh of red berries. There's acidity, there's spice, it's awesome. Just a side note, I served these 3 at the same temperature, so refrigerated and cold. I treated this like a rosé and I think it was the right way to go, but you can do whatever you like. And I like this a little bit cooler, but again, there's no right or wrong in wine. That's the beauty of it. The 5th wine at so this is $29.95, Franklin Estate Cabernet Franc. The 5th wine, Ringbolt Cabernet 2018, was $26.95. And this absolutely cleaned up at the Margaret River Wine Show last year. It got Wine of Show and I was judging at that show. And when it came onto the trophy table, I already thought I had a wine pegged for Wine of Show. That came on and collectively cleaned up. It was an amazing wine, and it's an amazing wine today. It's a really beautiful example of succulent, delicious, structured pretty but powerful Cabernet from Margaret River from a really great vintage. So if you end up buying any of these wines, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about them. If you love them, if you hate them, I want to know. I spent a long time in retail, I can take it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, because I'm putting out videos at least once a week, sometimes twice, but you might just find yourself in receipt of a little lineup of recommendations like this one. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time for 5 in 5 under 30.